Hey guys, I'm Ted here to give you another fast fact, and this fast fact revolves around or is will be given an explanation of the reform platform and the democratic thrust that the Populist Party sort of lobbied or advocated for during the 1890s. Mainly their dissatisfaction with sitting legislators. Indeed, a lot of their their political reforms, were aimed at taking away power from legislatures that they believed to be corrupt, and really just relying on this largely democratic thrust of the common people into state political affairs, namely the direct election of senators. That was the big thing. The legislators were viewed as corrupt. They had sided with the railroad companies and the grain storage companies and every other major monopoly against the people. Mostly being bribed by officials representing those mega corporate interests, those mega monopoly interests, and this left a very bad taste, a very profound feeling of distrust and betrayal by the early populists. And they decided that the best way to fix the system was to reform the corrupt legislators and to reform the very corrupt political system in the United States. Namely, they wanted to take away the power to name federal senators from the legislators, saying that the legislators lacked the moral turpitude to select good men to represent the state in the federal Senate. They also called for three, and at the time these were very novel political ideas. These three were: one, the recall, the referendum, and the initiative. And they were pointedly aimed at weakening state legislatures. Of course, the recall provided for the recall of a sitting politician or judge. And the politician could have been a mayor, could be a state legislator, could be the state's governor. This idea, this new political idea, called for the recall of that person, of that man. At this point in the 1890s, it would have been a man. Called for the recall of that person before that person's term of office had expired. They were very pointed at these elected officials and sort of set the tone that do what's right for the people, or the people will take you from office. They will remove you from your job. The initiative took away the power of being the sole legislative body for the state by allowing the average citizens to draft legislation on their own behalf and send it to the state legislature. And this was also compounded with the referendum, which gave veto power, essentially took veto power, some of the veto powers from the state's governor, and gave it to the people. If the legislature tried to pass an act against the will or the interest of the people, the referendum called for that legislation to be put to a public vote, allowing the citizens to emphatically strike down any sort of law that they did not like, that they did not want, that they found unfavorable to them. Those four were very powerful, very stated agenda, very stated interests of the populists, and all four of those actually have found their way onto multiple states' law books. As a matter of fact, the direct election of senators, happy we'll find out in a future fast fact, became political reality less than 10 years, well, not really less than 10 years, more like 25 years after the founding of the Populist Party. But that is our fast fact on the political democratic thrust or agenda or aims of the populists. I hope you found it enlightening, entertaining, of course, and most of all, insightful. Hope it was something new for you guys to learn. And as always, hit like, subscribe, and comment, and let me know what you thought about this fast fact.